Hello class, here we have summary of chapter 9 Agriculture in India. See, uh, different form of agriculture in India, and first the different forms of agriculture in India on the basis of season. So we have divided this in three parts like Kharif, Rabi and Jayad. Then first we will discuss about the Kharif crops. See, this creep crop sown with the onset of the monsoon means beginning of the monsoon in the different part of the country and harvested in the September October. Important crops are like paddy, maize, jawar, bajra, tur means arahar, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnuts and soybean. So these are the major crops of kharif season. Then next is some of the most important rice producing region are Assam, West Bengal, coastal region of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, particularly the Konkan coast, along with the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. So these are the areas where creep crops are majorly produced. Next is recently paddy has also become an important crops of Punjab and Haryana. And one more thing, in the state like Assam, West Bengal, and Odisha, three crops of the paddy are grown in a year. And name of those were Os, Aman, and Boro. Next, now we will discuss about the Rabi crops. Here, see, Rabi crops sown in the winter from October to December and harvested in summer, April to June. And important crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, and mustards. States such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Western Uttar Pradesh are main Rabi crop producing states. And availability of precipitation during the winter month due to the western temperate cyclone help in the success of this crop. They are also known as golden drop, Mahavat. We already had read about this in junior classes. So that's why I'm not mentioning here. And then next is the success of the Green Revolution in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and the part of the Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of the Rabi crop. So Green Revolution played an important part in the growth of Rabi crop in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and Rajasthan. Next is Zayed crop. So Zayed season is a short season between the Rabi and Kharif season during the summer month, and the crop produce are watermelon, cucumber, vegetables. So these type of crops are grown in the Zayed season. Next is the basic forms of use of agriculture principle in India, and they are food grain crops, commercial or industrial crops, plantation crops, and garden crop. See, first, food grain crop. These are such crops which are used for eating or in the form of food, and these includes rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, millet, barley, and lentils. So these are, and then next is commercial or industrial crops. So these crops which are used for the commercial purpose or in the form of the raw material for industry are known as cash crop, and these includes sugarcane, cotton, jute, tobacco or oil seeds. Then if we talk about the plantation crop, so here is these are such crops which are grown in the large plantation and are used as a drink for the and for industrial use. So these are some use of these plantation crops, and these includes tea, coffee, rubber, cinchona, hot spices like So these are plantation crops. Now garden crops. So fruits and vegetables are included in these crops, means included in garden crops. Next, major food grain crops of India. So first we will discuss about the wheat. Second most important crop is this. So that is wheat, and then the main food crops in the north and northwestern part of the country requires cool growing seasons and bright sunny period, and then requires 50 to 75 centimeter annual rainfall, and that must be evenly distributed. Then one more thing, important wheat growing zone means areas are like Ganga Satluj plain, and the black soil is more important, and so that is one thing. And then the major uh, wheat producing states like Punjab, Haryana, after the green revolution, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan are the part of Madhya Pradesh also. So these are the areas where wheat is majorly produced. Then here you can see in this map uh, where the wheat is produced generally. And then next is rice. So see, this is staple food crops of the majority of the people in India. India is the second largest producer in the world after China. We are talking about rice, and then it's creep crop, which requires a high temperature, about 25 degrees Celsius, and high humidity with the annual rainfall above 100 centimeter. Grown in the plain of the northwest India and coastal areas, and so these are the areas where rice is grown. And development of done the network of the canals irrigation means there is availability of water. Tube wells have made possible to grow rice in the areas less rainfall also, because through the canals irrigation can be done. So through that this rice can be grown the areas where there is lack of rainfall, or you can say less rainfall compared to the rice producing area, like such as Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and part of Rajasthan. Then see, this is the map of where the rice is produced. And then next we can discuss maize. It's also important crop, uh, used as both food and fodder. It's creep crop which requires temperature between 21 to 27 degrees Celsius, and are grown well in alluvial soil areas. And the states like Bihar, it is grown as a Rabi crop also. Okay, it's creep crop, but in Bihar it is grown as a Rabi crop also. And use of the modern implements like the HIV seeds, HYV seeds, and fertilizers, irrigations have contributed to the increase production of maize. And the major state where the maize is produced are Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. Next, we can discuss about the millet. So, Jawar, Bajra, Rabi, Ragi uh, are the important millets grown in India. So, through these are known as the coarse grain. They have highly nutrition values, and ragi is rich in the iron and other also iron and other like the micronutrition. And one more thing, it is the a crop of the dry region and grown well in the red, black, sandy, or loamy soils. So, Karnataka is the largest producer, uh, followed by the Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Jharkhand, and Arunachal Pradesh are the important ragi producing states. Next, we can discuss Jawar and Bajra also. So jawar is the third most important food crops, uh, with the respect of the area or in the production, means in that in term of area where it is sown, or the area, or one, or in the form of production, it is third largest. And it is rain feed crops and grown in the most area of Maharashtra. Maharashtra is the largest producer of the jawar, followed by the Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. And Bajra is grown well on the sandy soil. So, and here we can see Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Gujarat and Haryana are major producer, and Rajasthan is the largest producer of Bajra. Then see, if we talk about the pulses, so India is the largest producer as well as the consumer of the pulses in the world. These are the major source of the protein and vitamins, and it's a major part of our diet. And major pulses are grown in India are tur, urad, moong, masoor, peas, and gram. Pulses need less moisture, and so that's how in the lack of rainfall they are grown. And all these crops except the arhar helps restoring the soil fertility by fixing nitrogen from the air. And so because of this ability, they are important for the growing fertility of the land. And because of it the grown in the reaction of the other crops also. And major pulses producing state in India are Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. One more thing, contribution of agriculture in Indian economy. So we can see contribution of agriculture. It is a source of employment and contribution in the gross domestic product of agriculture, and then contribution in the international trade is also there, and provision of the raw material for the industries, and it is market for the industrial produce. Thank you.